Hello sunshines, good morning. Welcome to BunniPhish Crafts. I'm your host Heather, known as BunniPhish on Instagram, YouTube, and Patreon. And today is Tuesday the 31st of May, 2022. This is episode 19, I want to say. My intent was to do daily vlogs in May, and then things got hectic and I fell behind the second to last week. And then the last week of May, things got even more hectic with a school shooting, and then the next day something traumatic for me happened at my school, and then we went on a trip for the weekend. So sorry that I, lost steam, but I'm here and you will have seen last week's footage. And right now I'm walking to school because we have professional development and gas is so expensive, and it is a nice day. It'll be a little bit hot when I'm leaving, but it'll be fine. While I'm doing that, I'm working on the sock. I'm walking past these dogs. We are after PD. I'm walking home. I was 4 rows away from the end of the heel when I showed you the sock this morning, and now I am dangerously close to the toe, so I think I'm gonna try to finish this pair of socks tonight. The other sock I stopped, I think, shorter than this because I ran out of yarn. This was yarn that I reclaimed from a project of a student at the knit shop. So yeah, I don't think I'll get through the toe with this yarn either, but why not? It's the last day of the month. And that would give me actually a really good amount of finishes for May. It has been a few days since I gave you my last update on this blanket, but look, I have all 4 pieces together. I just have this corner to square off. Don't mind this. This is my nest in progress. So I'm going to hang it on my bed and work on this tonight. And I have to do the sashing right there, but look at how close it is to finished. I am going to try really hard to get this done in June. I'm going to try super hard. Which shouldn't be too hard though, because all the small things is coming up. Hello sunshines, happy Saturday from the yarn shop. How have you been this week? This week was a short school week, but it felt really, really long. So much happened this week in life that, like, I talked to you on Tuesday and that feels like forever ago. So let's see, what have we done since Tuesday? I finished the socks for my kiddo. Ba-da-ba-da. They're not matching, and I realized once I got to the toe that when I split for the heel, I didn't split it correctly, or I had more stitches cast on than I thought I had. So I worked the heel over 30 stitches, and then let's see, does that look the same? Yeah, I definitely split for the heel incorrectly. I did not work the heel over 30 stitches, and so the top of the foot had way more stitches. I think I had 36 stitches across the top of the foot the whole way down the foot because I never bothered counting. But it's fine. I just rapidly decreased the top stitches. The top toe had decreases every round versus the back of the toe had, did I say increases? I meant decreases every other round until I get to the point where I do every round. And those decreases happen to line up perfectly. So it was fine. The sock is probably a little looser, but it does also have this ribbing around the foot, which I forgot to do on the second sock. Whatever, it's fine. My kiddo's not gonna care, and they are finished, which means another pair of kiddo socks finished. The yarn that I used for most of the sock was a Regia that one of my friends at the yarn shop she's a student. She gave me a pair of old socks to frog. She had never worn them. They were wildly different sizes. So whatever, this is the sock's second life as a second pair of socks. And then to finish off where I ran out of yarn, I used James C. Brett Happy Feet, which I used to make another pair of kiddo socks earlier. And yeah, and I'm going to use that yarn again in a different pair of socks, but that's not going to happen until later this year. Patrick's cousin, you may remember from the Disney trip, he would like very colorful socks, so I'm going to use all of the commercial leftovers that I have from this year to make him a pair of scrappy, fun socks. So finished those this week. And then I worked on this blanket. So this is one of the blankets that was damaged. Do you remember that? I'll insert a picture here of the damaged blanket. So I am pulling out, I pulled out a big section all at once, like just taking out a giant portion of the border and the outside right underneath where it had been damaged. And then that left me with 2 rounds of this white, and I've decided I'm going to take out those 2 rounds, but I'm doing it at the same time. I'm just picking up this stitch 2 stitches below and then pulling out both of those strands to give me the stitch I need instead of tinking back 1 round and then the second round. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the gray from the border, the original border, and I'm just going to start the border with this gray without this white stripe. I think that'll look much cleaner. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. I have not quite a quarter of the round pulled out, but almost. I'm getting close to a quarter on that, so that's exciting. Maybe I can have this blanket done by next week, because the border is fairly simple. And it could be my car knitting on my lunch break, since that's what I was doing with the big blanket previously. So the blanket for the wedding, which my friend loved. It was very exciting. I sent her a text this morning saying that she could rip it out or over dye it if she wanted to. She's a yarn dyer, and because, you know, it might not be her style, and I just wanted to make the thing, but I'm not attached to people keeping things that they don't love. And she was like, oh my gosh, no, we love it. Okay, well, if you didn't, you could always pull it out. So yes, that I think this is going to be my lunchtime project, because then it can just live in the car and get that 15-ish minutes of my lunch break once I'm finished eating and doing stuff. I can get some work on it. Maybe I can finish it this week. I don't know. I don't know, because I don't know how many stitches are on the blanket, and I haven't 100% decided if I'm doing the same applied border or if I'm doing something else. I haven't decided. I don't know. So other than that, I can't remember if I told you that I cast on, just barely, a sock for my nephew. Hardly even counts, and it is falling off the needle. It's fine. It's fine. So I haven't touched that this week at all, mostly because I needed a project that I could carry around at work, and that wasn't super conducive to carrying around. It's not a terribly difficult pattern. I don't remember what pattern I'm using, but I'll put it in next week when there's actually something to show. But even though it's not a terribly difficult pattern, it is a 6-round repeat, and every even round is different. So until I get into the rhythm and can really read where I am on the pattern, that one won't be great for walking around work knitting. And then I also started, because we had an event called Family Fun Night this week, which all of the staff was required to be there for. And my job was to basically bus the tables at the event, which it wasn't terribly busy, so there was a lot of standing around time. So I cast on this hat. It is going to be a Stringband by Stephen West. So this is actually the third section. The pattern is worked from the brim up, but I like to work from the top down just because of construction-y things. I like the look of it better this way, and the working of it better. I like it this way too. I like it better this way too. Yes. So this yarn is hold please. This yarn is something that I've had in my stash for a while. Patrick picked it out for one of his brothers, the hat. So it's backwards. I'll put in a picture. It's from Longmeadow Farm, the Wool Room's American Merino yarn, and it is 450 yards for 3.25 ounces. So fingering weight-ish. I'm making the Stringband-ish also, because I didn't actually look in the pattern for the cast on number. I just pulled a number that I'm pretty sure is close enough from my brain, and I provisionally cast on, and now I am knitting the stitch from the cast on together with the other stitch to form a tube for the string part of the Stringband hat. And then I will be knitting garter stitch for what's gonna feel like forever. But this is a great project because this coming week I'm going on a couple field trips, so this will be perfect field trip knitting, which is why I'm trying to get it through this this band part this weekend, so that I could be on the very boring but perfect for field trip knitting garter stitch section before field trips this coming week. I have not been reading as much as I wanted to this week. It was just tiring. We had PD, we had bizarreness go on at the school, and then I worked the family fun night, so that was a 12-hour day of work. And then yesterday was field day. So not as much knitting and or reading as I would like, but I did finish Please Don't Sit on My Bed in Your Outside Clothes by Phoebe Robinson. I think I finished this maybe on Monday or Tuesday. Highly enjoyable. I really liked the essays. I will definitely be picking up other books by Phoebe in the future. And then I finished yesterday If Beale Street Could Talk by James Baldwin. My intent was to finish this in May because I was so close, but it was in my work bag at school, and I went to PD and I forgot to grab it out of my work bag because at no point did I go in my work bag that day. So I finished it yesterday, which is fine. What is this? Huh. How did I miss that when I was reading it? There's like a little... The book was taped back together with like metallic tape. Weird. I don't know, but I missed it while I was reading it. And then I started reading The Chosen and the Beautiful by the author whose name I still can't pronounce. I looked it up and I don't remember what the pronunciation was. Sorry. It is a retelling of The Great Gatsby, which I didn't read or didn't realize when I picked up the book, and then I got into it and I was like, oh, okay, Great Gatsby, sure. Which I read a long time ago, probably in college. And I don't remember being especially like feeling any sort of way about it. Like I didn't really like it, I didn't really hate it. So maybe I'll like it, maybe I won't. But I'm gonna read it. I enjoy this author's style. She is the person who wrote When the Tiger Comes Down from the Mountain and The Empress of Salt and Fortune. So I know I like her writing style in those books. We'll see how I feel about her. Those are 2 novellas. This is her first like full-length novels. We'll see how I feel about it. But I'm excited and looking forward to reading it. Oh, also, I got a package from a friend a few days ago, but I haven't opened it yet. Do you want to see what's in it? I want to see what's in it, so let's open this really quick. Ooh. So inside are some minis, and I knew that those were coming, but she also said she was gonna send something extra, and so I don't know what this extra is. What are you? Oh, how cute! It's a little star that says "Just for you." A little star progress keeper. Fail. It's okay, it's right on the floor. I can grab it. Look how cute that is. Come on, camera, focus. Oh. There we go. So that is so cute. I love that. I'm gonna put it on the hat so we can see how much progress I make this week. So yay, super excited about that. All right, friends, I am probably gonna let you go here, and whatever I manage to accomplish tomorrow, you'll just see on next week's vlog, because yeah, I have 2 vlogs to edit right now. And I'm still really tired. But it's okay, only 2 weeks left of school. We can do this. We can do this. I'll talk to you soon. Bye, friends.
Thank you.